welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll be flying United Airlines on their brand new Boeing 737 MAX 9 in economy class from Newark all the way to Seattle Tacoma International Airport. But before we do that, let's go and check in. So I technically didn't even need to check in because I was only traveling out with a backpack, so there wasn't any bags to drop off and I could easily check in on the United app. But the only reason why I decided to check in is because I wanted to get that paper boarding pass, and it's something that I've been collecting for like the past few years. It kind of reminds me of my past travels. I think it's kind of cool. Security today was pretty quick and easy. I think it's because it wasn't that busy. It was like 9 a.m. at the airport. I don't know how usually busy it is, but it took around like 10 minutes, maybe even less. Now this new Terminal A at Newark Liberty International Airport is something really special. This new terminal features a very spacious terminal hall with lots of shops, restaurants, cafes, and even a nice selection of duty-free. There's also a good amount of lounges, including the United Club, Delta, Sky Club, and I think American also has a lounge here. I'm not sure if American even operates from this terminal, but the facility is very nice, spacious. I think there's 30 plus gates. This is actually a nice step to see, new terminals being in the US, because the older ones, they're just getting really bad at this point. Well, and here's our aircraft, a fairly new Boeing 737 MAX 9, featuring its brand new interior that was revealed by United Airlines. I'm pretty sure in 2023, their new first class and their brand new economy class. Alrighty, so here we are on board the United 737 MAX 9. As you can see, it's a pretty basic seat. We do have some leg room. There are some ports, a USB-C, which is very nice. The screen is fairly big, and yeah, I do have the middle seat, which is sadly very unfortunate, but still, I would say this interior is very nice. For a 737, this aircraft is a very old design. So here is the in-flight entertainment system. I'd say it's very good for a domestic flight. Most airlines in Europe don't even have it. There is a very good moving map. I feel like every aircraft now has one. It does the job. It's very detailed. Moving on, there is a good amount of movie shows, other things. A cool thing about United Airlines is they actually have a live thing from the flight deck where you can listen along to ATC, so that's good. The in-flight entertainment system was a bit glitchy on this flight, and there was a good amount of shows, especially from HBO Max, which included actually full seasons. I think just like one full season, which is very good, unlike some airlines where they just do 3 episodes, which is very annoying because you can't even get a good sense of the show. Wi-Fi was also available on the flight. For the full flight, it was only $8 for Mileage Plus members, which I think is very good. It's not that expensive for a full flight. This is around a 5-hour flight. It wasn't that fast, but it wasn't that slow. Like, it was possible to watch YouTube videos and TikToks. The quality wasn't the best, but you were connected. It's nothing like Starlink on my recent flight, which I took. I was able to load flight radar and check where we were, and the map actually did load pretty fast, so that's good. So it's not the slowest thing, it's just probably like Starbucks Wi-Fi. Then after that, the in-flight service started. It was just a savory snack or a stroopwafel and a soft drink of your choice. I'm pretty sure they had alcoholic beverages, but you had to pay extra for them. This is just average domestic US flight. You don't really get a meal, even if it's a really long, coast to coast flight. You still just get 2 snack services, and that's it. Alright, so here we are in the rear lavatory. It is pretty small. It is clean though. This is basically a brand new aircraft. There isn't much amenities. There's just soap and a small little sink, but yeah, it's clean. I think the crew, we are like 1 hour into the flight, so the toilet is currently clean. I'll just check it towards the end of the flight too. So the power ports on this plane were actually pretty fast. The USB-C charger was, I'm pretty sure, around 60 watts. So it could charge any phone really fast, I think an hour for 100%. And the second snack service came around probably 1.5, 2 hours before we landed. And it was mainly the same thing, except this time I went for the stroopwafel. As we begin our approach into Seattle, some great views came out of the window. Sadly, since I was sitting in the middle seat, I couldn't really see it, but still, the person next to me was really nice and let me film. So the mountains approaching into Seattle are just beautiful. I'm pretty sure I got to see Mount Rainier or Mount St. Helens. Let me know which mountain that is in the comment below, but I'm 80% sure that's Mount Rainier. Anyways, these views are just beautiful. Seeing mountains with actual snow, living on the East Coast, you don't really get to see that often. It's just amazing, but yeah.
Welcome to Seattle. Local time is 12:08 p.m. Please remain in your seats as we taxi to the gate. Once the seatbelt sign is turned off, you'll be able to get up and collect all your personal belongings. Double check your seat back pockets and be careful when opening the overhead.
Alrighty, everybody. So what I think about United Airlines Basic Economy, I think they're pretty great for what you get for, especially if it can get you a direct flight and you don't have to fly with Spirit or Frontier when they're almost the same price, just maybe a little bit more expensive for United. I think you do get a lot of a better experience. You do get a snack service, you do get a drink. The seat is definitely more comfortable, even in my case where it couldn't recline because I was sitting in row 15. I think it's all pretty good. You do also get a really good in-flight entertainment system. The Wi-Fi was alright. I heard recently that Unite is gonna start introducing Starlink, but I feel like that will be a bit of a drawn-out process. But when they do get it, I think it'll be even better. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and of course, fly safe.